what other responsibility the office has?
We aid some programs the Republic has sponsored involving sharecropper farms in the area. But those haven't panned out too well from what I hear. There have been complaints about the amount of water we're supplying. But those are just excuses for lack of diligence, I'm sure.
Do you control the dam from here?
Directly? No. But we attempt to maximize its output. You have no idea how difficult it is to provide power to an entire nation. Fortunately, we also have the Helios 1 facility. One of our external contractors recently got the station up and running. His name was something like exceptional or marvelous or...
His name was fantastic and he didn't do shit.
Yes, that was it. Exactly.
And you said you were the director of OSI?
Director of the entire OSI? Me? If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to plant seditious ideas in my head. No, I direct our eastern operations. I've been responsible for squeezing unprecedented levels of power from the dam. I'm also confronting the problem of food production in what little spare time I have, but I've found some promising leads.
Are you doing all these things yourself?
Yes, with the assistance of my team, of course.
And NCR has a food shortage?
Not yet, but our government understands the value of proactive thought. Our studies project an imbalance between production and consumption. Or, for a layman such as yourself, not enough food, too many mouths to feed. Mass starvation in a decade or so.
And what do you think the NCR chance against the Legion?
To be frank, I have no idea. I leave the fighting to Colonel Shu, and I expect him to leave the science to me. Too many people have opinions on things they know nothing about. And the more ignorant they are, the more opinions they have.
True.
Yes, goodbye. Hey.
Yes, somewhat.
Did Dr. Hildern... This really isn't any of my business, but... Did he give you a job?
Yes, and why so interested?
Not interested. More concerned. It's just... You're not the first person he sent to Vault 22. And I know he'd never tell you. There were a lot of mercs. One after another. None of them came back. Then about a week ago, there was a scientist, Keeley. She's unusual. Not the sort of person you'd expect, but she's an absolute genius, and he didn't mention her? Not even her name? Or any of the other mercs?
No, he didn't mention anyone else.
But now he's hired you, which means one of two things. Either he heard back from Keeley, and she failed, or he's given up on her. Listen, I make a fair wage, but I'm not rich. Not by any means. Maybe my kind of money wouldn't appeal to your average merc. But I'm willing to pay you if you'll find Keeley and make sure she's safe. Isn't right leaving her out there. No idea if she's alive or dead.
Alright, I'll look for her.
I had a good feeling about you. Moment you walked in. I mean it.
I have some question.
Of course. Anything.
Can you tell me anything else about Kelly?
Keeley's brilliant. An absolute genius. She plays at being mean, but it's all a front. When you've lived as long as she has, you get defensive around new people. Who wants to make a friend when you know you'll outlive them?
Okay, I guess she's a ghoul then. How old is Kelly?
I couldn't get her to say, but she talked about the war. The Great War, when the bombs fell, like she'd been there. So, I'm guessing pretty old. 200 years? Maybe more.
And how do Kelly and Eldon got along?
Like a Brahmin and a Deathclaw, though I'm not sure which would be which. Bad analogy, maybe. They're both Deathclaws in their way. Keeley hates Hildern. She says he's more politician than scientist, and gets in the way of true discovery. And Hildern hates Keeley because, well, because every time they meet, she makes him look like an ass. In front of important people, usually.
He didn't mention the follower of Apocalypse for some reason. And what your role here?
Head researcher. Mostly on the dam project, but
one you spoke about. And what do you think of Dr. Elder?
the director? He's very well spoken and knowledgeable.
He seemed to focus on the result.
He's not what you'd call warm, unless he wants something from you. And even then, it's kind of a cold warm. Most of the time, I focus on the science and try to forget him. He doesn't get mixed up in any actual work, though he tells people that he does.
So he take credit for your work?
He sure does. Everyone knows it. I've just got to endure this job until the project is finished. But abandoning Keeley, he crossed a line. Taking credit for other people's work is one thing. Sending people to die in the waste is another. If Hildern tries to recruit any more mercs, I'm gonna warn them. What can he do to me? I'm the only one who can run this lab.
Hildern mentioned the follower. I don't remember him talking about them.
My father used to say good things about them, but that was years ago. Back when they teach farmers and ranchers about crop rotation and the like. Nowadays, they've changed. They're doing what they can to discredit the NCR, give us a bad name with the locals. Dr. Hildern trained with them years ago. Not me, though. I'm an OSI girl.
I heard there was trouble with the food. Not that it tasted bad.
It's foul, to tell the truth. Most people try to get what they can from the outside, even if it's just a smuggled candy bar now and then. Contreras is a genius. He can find almost anything you'd want. Takes caps to get him motivated, though. He won't do a thing for free.
Okay, goodbye.
Right. Stay safe.
Hello?
Yes? Something else you needed?
I'm not the first person you sent to Vault 22.
I never said you were. You've been speaking to Williams, haven't you?
Yes I have. What difference does it make?
None at all. Informed speculation on my part. Williams is very good at her job, so it remains secure, despite her best efforts. No, you aren't the first person I've sent to the vault. I'm sorry that I neglected to tell you, but I don't see how it makes any difference.
Ah, damn it. There is... I prefer to know what I'm getting myself into.
You want certainty? You'll never find it, especially not in the pursuit of science. Take my advice. Forget about Williams. She's a talented researcher, but she doesn't understand people, and she can't see the big picture. Now, I know your time is valuable, so I won't waste any more of it. Feel free to show yourself out.
Hey.
Oh.
If you can find Keeley and keep her safe, I'll pay you what I can. I gave my word, and I meant it.
Okay, goodbye. Okay. Show me elsewhere. Okay. Let's head out, head for the caravan, and then the doctor. I need to tell her she got a new patient. Then...
Hey.
Yes, okay, yes, that's about it. Before heading for Novak, then the Brotherhood. Okay, that seemed like the plan. At least back to where I wanted the plan to be, because... Okay, seems like they are heading for the new assignment. So I don't need to speak back to them after speaking to the doctor, for it might just give me a long way to run. Hello?
You've done a good turn for the NCR, and now we'd like to do one for you. You're not alone out here.
Yeah, you already gave me the radio, so I wonder why you're still running around. And just wonder, since I am in the territory, what happens if I click it? NCR emergency radio. We can call for supply. That's nice.
Welcome, sir or madam. Do you wish to purchase something?
Yeah, show me what you got. Okay, what you got as weapon. That could be nice for very cheap to maintain. This could be nice because it got a scope. But I'm pretty sure that it asks for very high skill. Not much else on the one-headed part other than this, but not really interested. Okay, what you got? What have you? Okay, this. Okay, now what have you got as? Okay, that doesn't make much sense. At least,